All right, welcome back everyone. We have another video today on our $1 million challenge. So we start off with $1 and we work our way up to $1 million by getting 1% profit every single day. And we have a stop loss of 4%. So today we're starting off the bankroll with a total of $627. This is an addition of all the outside casino apps that I use to get bonuses and the website balance. I talked a little about that in the last episode. So if you want to watch that, explain how things are working in the beginning of that episode. But before we hop into some gameplay, I want to show the casino bonuses that I claimed from the last episode. Okay, so in our first bonus, we're claiming we got some free spins on a slot. So we had some daily free spins and we earned some free spins on a slot from that. So we actually hit a bonus game in the slot, which pays out pretty decent. So we have 10 free spins here and this pays pretty well. But yeah, these are all outside casino apps from the website. These are all apps I use. I have some videos on this as well on my channel if you want to learn like how I do this and how I make it profitable. But this is all pretty much free money. This just replaces a little bit of our bankroll if we take some losses. So we got $9 there on that one. And then this is another daily free spin. And I won 75 cents in casino bonus. So what I did is I just took $1 because that's the minimum bet you can place. And I placed that on this crash type game and it cashes out at 1.01x. So we got to keep our bonus there. Okay, so like I said, we're sitting at $627 in today's balance, and that makes our 1% profit goal $6.27, and our stop loss is $25. We're hopping into Baccarat. I'm gonna do some banker bets, and I think the plan for today is going to be I'm not gonna dip into the full stop loss, kind of like what I did in the last episode. I think instead of doing like a $25 stop loss, I'm just gonna do like a $10 stop loss. We need to get $6.27. So we're playing Lightning Baccarat, which I think just gives you like better payouts if you hit one of these cards. And I think the edge, I guess we paid 20%. Okay, so that's the edge. So maybe I won't play this. I was thinking that the house edge was mainly just on tie because it's a 5-to-1 payout. But I guess we're paying an extra 20% on our bet to get that potential bonus. So I don't know if I'll be playing this super long. I might switch over to a different game because that 20% is gonna add up pretty quick. So there's the 8x if we win this, and we don't. So yeah, that extra 20% is a lot. But I'll play a couple more hands. I'm just gonna keep ripping banker, and maybe if we go down to like $5, I'll switch over to a different game. But yeah, I don't want to run the stop loss super low. The goal is just a flat bet. I'm gonna try to do a quick playthrough today and to keep things pretty short. Last episode was pretty long, so I'm trying to make this one quicker, which typically when I try to play quicker, I feel like I usually get more losses because I'm playing faster and not really taking my time. So there's a win right there. We'll take that. So realistically, I think we need like 6 wins. Well, we're down a little bit, but from the starting balance, we would need 6 wins to win the day. So there's another loss. I'm trying to flat bet. I'm not trying to double up because that's where you get a couple losses in a row, doubling up, playing some martingale. That's where things can get kind of dirty. Start getting some good losses, and then that tanks the bankroll. So what I'm trying to do, like I said, is just flat bet and try to get a win streak. I'm trying to play banker this time. I usually play players. So I'm trying to switch that up a little bit. Oh man, the 9. Ooh, that gets us right there. So yeah, we'll do one more bet on this Lightning Baccarat. And if we lose this, I'm gonna hop on over to a different set of Baccarat, different game. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully it's something good. I'd like to end off on a win before we switch over. There's the lightning card. Oh my gosh, we would have had the bonus too, the 5x, but we lost. All right, let me switch out of here. So switch over to super speed Baccarat so we're not getting that commission taken away from us because that extra 20% is a lot. But we're gonna keep ripping banker and we're still taking some L's. Like I said, I usually play player, and of course today that's what's paying out on everything we've been playing. That's just how it goes though. Every time you try to switch something up, I feel like it's always the wrong move. All right, there's a win right there. We'll take that. So the thing with playing with flat bets is like if you go down, I'm down like $6 almost, then you have to get like 12 wins to come back. So I probably should double up some money at some point. Yeah, we took an L there. But yeah, so you get a lot of losses off the start, then you just have to a lot of playthrough to come back, which is tough to do. But we're gonna reshuffle the deck here and I'll be right back. All right, they just reshuffled the deck. We're starting off on a banker bet. We got a new dealer too. So hopefully we get lucky and we get some wins on the banker side finally. Let's see how this goes. I think it's just a psychological thing. I think every time I switch up, I lose, but I probably just lose in general. I don't think it's me switching anything up. Still 50-50, so I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything super different. There we go. Let's do $2 on banker again. 7. All right, there's some good wins right there. Let's go for one more on banker. Coming back a little bit. Take the L there. We'll do $2 on banker. I know I said I'm gonna flat bet, but it's the beginning of the shoe, so we'll see. The 9, that's good. 8, okay, we'll take it. There's a win right there. So we're down to $1.60. I'm gonna stick with the $2 hand. I think that'll make our play a little quicker. I'm not gonna double up from here. We'll stick with $2 hands. If we go up $6 or down probably $10, I'll cut the stop loss today instead of going the whole way down. We'll just leave it at $2. So hopefully we need 3 wins or like 3 losses. We'll just keep it at that. Nice, another win there. And we'll just keep that going. We'll just keep repeating that bet. So we did officially hit 200 members in the Discord. So I will be doing a giveaway very shortly. If you guys aren't in the Discord, the link's in the description to join that. Make sure to be in there. We'll do the giveaway soon if it hasn't already started already, but around the time I'm posting this video, the giveaway should be active or at least close to it. So join in there as soon as you can. And there's another win. We'll take that. We need 2 more wins in a row to get to our $6. So let's see if we can pull this off. Nice. All right, cool. And then if we can get this win, I'm gonna take it to the originals real quick and just try to get the extra change that we need in our $6, which I think is just 27 cents for today. So I don't want to speak too soon, but we'll take that. So let me try to get the rest of that winnings in a different game and we'll wrap up the day. All right, we're on limbo and I'm gonna try to just martingale some small numbers until we hit. I'm hoping this is really nice to us and doesn't tank the bankroll. So the first thing is we'll do a 20-cent bet and we're just gonna martingale this until we hit. So there we go, there's the first one. And then we just need 17 cents. So let me bring this down to 17. And we just gotta get 1 win. So we'll just keep martingaling until we get a win here. Hopefully it is nice to us. All right, cool, there's 627. We're gonna add that to the balance and move on to the next day. Day 132 is a win. We got our $6.27. And now the balance on day 133 is sitting at $643 since we had that bonus slot machine bonus game that paid out pretty good. So I boosted the balance up. Now we're sitting at 643, like I said, and our 1% profit goal is $6.43, and our stop loss is about $26. All right, coming into Baccarat, I'm gonna reset the live stats here. We're gonna do the same method. We're gonna do this for the whole video. We're just gonna do $2 bets on banker, see if we can get 3 wins before hitting 3 losses in a row. So let's rip it and see if we can do this again. It worked pretty good the first time. There's a win right there. 1 by 1, 4-3 on the banker. We'll take it, and we'll just repeat that bet. So it looks like banker has 11 wins on this shoe, and player has 7. So banker's a little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. There we go. There we go. All right, let's try to get one more win here. I think really I should place like a $3 bet. That's all right. We're good. We're good. Because they're taking that 5% commission, so we're not getting like a flat 1-to-1 payout. Good thing we didn't go to the $3 bet, but there's a loss there, so we'll stick with banker. All right, we take a push. Better than a loss. We'll repeat the bet there. Yeah, somebody in the last episode was talking about how they don't like when I play originals, which I get it. You know, I know a lot of people like different things. People like watching live games. People like watching the originals. I try to do a little bit of both for a few reasons. The first thing is I like to switch things up and keep things interesting for myself. So I feel like that helps keep it interesting for you guys as well. And then the second thing is I feel like switching up those games, it changes like the odds and the payouts between everything. If I keep switching up between different things, I keep things fresh. Or if I'm just playing like Baccarat like all the time or blackjack every single episode, I feel like it gets kind of dry, and then like I can hit some really good loss streaks. But you know, they both have their advantages and disadvantages. I like live games because there's like real stuff going on. There's real people. There's real like physical objects involved in the game. And then originals, you have more control over like the bet sizes. You can do like really small bets. Man, we're hitting a lot of losses. You can control the bet sizes. You can control the payouts better. Like there's different strategies on that end. With like dice specifically, you can like change a lot of stuff with that. So like, it gives you more options. I think a mix of both is really good. Just having the opportunity to, man, crazy player streak, not good. We'll just keep our $2 bet. Maybe if we lose this one, we'll call it, so we're not down too far. But yeah, I don't know. I like playing both sides. I like live games. I like the originals. You gotta. Oh man, I thought we were good with that 9, but that cooked us. All right. I'll do one more. And I'll take us down to like $12. If we lose this one, I'm actually done. So I'm not gonna go down to $25 of a loss. We'll keep it at this. I definitely don't want a martingale either, because like I said before, martingale can get pretty bad. If I martingale with a $2 bet, that's a $4 bet, and then if I lose that, you know, just, I don't know. Trying to up the bet size a little bit, but I don't want to go too far. Okay, there's a win right there. We'll take that. Hopefully there's a little banker run here, but I'm not trying to push my luck too far, so we'll see what we can do here. Oh, the 1, 6, the 7 saved us. Wow. Okay, we're coming back pretty good. I just keep ripping the $2 bet. And I think technically banker has better odds of winning. It's just that you get that commission on it, which I don't really get. Like, I should know the games in and out if I'm putting money on it, but I don't get how I think it's like the way they pull the cards. Like there's certain ways they pull it on banker, like an extra card. But yeah, to me it's like it's a 50-50 either way. Like there's still, but I don't know. All right, I've heard that though. The banker has a higher chance of winning, like a very, very slight chance of having a better chance of winning than the player side. That's why they have the commission on it. I'm not really sure, but all I know is we need to get a win here. Oh, the ace, put it back to 0. All right, we still won. All right, cool. I thought we were gonna have a natural 9, but we'll take that. Another $2 bet here. we take the L on that. Okay. Last bet. If we lose this, we're gonna call it a day. I know I keep saying that, but we keep coming back every time we get low, so we'll see. And we're still in it. We're still in it. All right. We're working for this. That player run down here really did us dirty in the beginning, but we're still not out. 5-1. Yeah, it's tough. Stuck on the 1. All right. This might be our last hand. I keep saying that, but got a 9, and then it's back to 0. That keeps happening. All right, we're gonna take the L there. We're down 1070. We're gonna move on to the next day. So on day 133, we took the stop loss at only like $10. I didn't want to take it down too far. So on day 134, it balances 633, and then that makes our 1% profit goal $6.33. And then our stop loss is $25. All right, we're back into Baccarat. I'm gonna reset the live stats, and we're gonna keep ripping. $2 on banker. Looks like since we left, player was on a little streak, so good thing we missed that. And they continue to stay on the streak, so not a good start. But I'm doing $2 bets now, so we just need 3 wins instead of 6, because I was starting off with a $1 bet on the first couple playthroughs. So we're gonna start off at $2. Again, higher bets, bankroll's gonna move faster, either up or down, and it's starting to go down, which is not what we want to see. Player run is crazy, but we gotta play against it. We're gonna stick with some $2 bets on banker. Player's very hot this session, and luckily they went back to 0. We got a 4, so we won that. Nice. All right, so now we need, since we've got 2 losses, we've got 1 more win. So now we need 4 wins to come back to our $6 that we need for profit. So starting off in those losses hurt, because then you have to really work to get those back. And there's another L. So now at this point, we would need, what is that? 5 wins. 5 wins from where we're at. As we can see, especially on the banker side down here, there's no streak of 5. Only player has hit in those streaks. So I don't know. I don't know if my strategy's smart here. I'm gonna stick with the $2 bet for now. And we lose again. Dang, we're getting cooked on this. Why couldn't these player streaks hit the last time I played Baccarat? Oh my gosh, okay. We're gonna stick with the $2 bet. I'm really not trying to double that up, especially being this slow down. If we were up higher, I would probably play around with it, but... Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the 2. I really want to go up to like $3. But if we get a loss, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not feeling it too hard. And there's a loss. So good thing I didn't do 3. We're just getting torched. And there's another L. Can we get some wins, man? Come on. This is crazy. I want to switch the player too, but I feel like as soon as I do that, it's just gonna start going on a banker win streak. Come on, give us a win here. Oh, they got 7. We got the 9. All right, thank God, thank God. That's massive. I'll take that. So we need a pretty big comeback now. And there's another L. Wow, man. All right. Sticking with a $2 bet. Could we please get a win here? All right, thank you. Whew. Yeah, banker hasn't been on a streak in a very long time. It looks like way back in the beginning here was the last streak of a banker. Like 2 wins. So I don't even know why I'm putting money on this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe I'll switch. Yeah, I can't speak. Maybe I'll switch my strat. Maybe I'll switch over to player. It just keeps losing. This is crazy. I feel like I'm just burning money. All right, let's try to do player. Player's hot. No way, dude. This is disgusting. All right, I'm gonna stick with player for now. Dude, I feel like I'm getting pranked. All right, I'm gonna stick with player. I don't know. I don't know. As soon as I switch, it goes in the first banker on the entire session. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. All right, ripping a $4 bet on banker. It's on a streak. If we lose this, I'm done. I'm done. Dude, get out of here. That's disgusting. Oh my god. All right, we're down 22 bucks. I'll rip the rest of the, actually that didn't even, I was gonna say I'll rip the rest of the stop loss since we're already at it. But I got like 2 more bucks in me, so. There's a 1, and then, yeah, we lose that. Who would have thought? Dude, I can't believe I placed every wrong bet possible. So yeah, we have $2 to play with. Put on banker. We'll burn through it. I was gonna stop at 10 bucks today and not run to the 4% stop loss, but at this rate, I feel like this is like a joke. Yeah, I think we lost like every hand. That's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, so we took some good L's today. I don't even know how many losses we had. We probably had like 6 wins and like 50 losses in that whole session. That's crazy. Either way, we started at 627 and we're down 20 bucks total since we had that bonus, and then we won like the first day. So we really had a little bit of like a cushion, but we cooked the balance a good bit. So we're down 20 bucks. Not the worst thing in the world. We're still up a lot. That was a tough day. So trying to do a quicker playthrough didn't really work out in our favor. And yeah, that's just how it goes. Got to take the L's and keep moving. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not in the Discord, join the link in the description. If you guys have any thoughts or suggestions, feel free to leave them below. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.